So where are we?
Tumby Bay. That's all I've got. That's where we are.
We just came up these steps.
Yeah, we've got some. I don't know,
Now
like
we're
a
looking
lookout
out
point.
at the Granite Islands. 12 nautical miles that way. So this is Tumby Bay. So, Brillo was out here having a swim and a blue swimmer crab attacked him. So he's decided to have a crack at getting him. I wish that I had have been able to record what just went down. I arced up at him and started chasing him. You reckon he was as big as he did the plate? Is that him behind you? These are razor shells, razor fish. So they go into the water like this and they are like razor blades. They're also awesome bait for whiting, and I believe that snapper like them too. That's those two old guys down there talking to each other. Tumby Bay silo murals. Oh, it's a cool little learning circle in there. Okay, so you got to stand on this spot to get the full effect. Look at that, that's clever. Cummins is a little midway town between Tumby Bay and Coffin Bay. You can go down via Port Lincoln or you can come across to Coffin Bay that way. Sorry?
Grain town.
Yeah, it's a grain town. There's like huge big flour mills here. It's an RV friendly town, and the caravan park here has shade, a dump point, water, and it's got a really high star rating. So yeah, pop on by Cummins. It's got everything that you really need. Honestly, when we pulled up, we had a little bit of a chuckle. We're like, oh, okay, this will be interesting, but it is really cool. Definitely stop at Cummins at the mosaic display. It's awesome. What do you think of that?
I think it's fabulous.
Yeah, and it's a really lovely park.
And you can pay for lunch.
Yeah, and if you're here of a night time, you can actually pop your little $2 coin in here and you get 60 minutes of lights in the park. Triangular park area lighting. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's great. Look. Suitcases. Oh, they're so clever. These are all mosaics. It's like they're waiting at the station. Look at that. Oh, they're everywhere. Yeah, come on in. Very neat toilets.
Wild blue.
Wild
That's
blue.
you, they're wild blue.
Thanks, darling. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Pelina Creek. We're just going for a little drive around Cummins to have a look before we're going. A little preschool and rural care over there. It's a nice little town. We're just going to head across for a coffee at the bakery. After the Tumby Bay bakery, this will be a interesting test because that bakery was just next level.
Well, no, Middleton's better.
Yeah, Middleton's pies were awesome. Yeah, I think they've been the best pie that Nick's had on the trip. But the pastries and the sandwiches and the displays at at Tumby were just next level. So we're just going over to Five Loaves Bakery in Cummins to check that out. This is Nick's pie review. So, better than Tumby's pies.
Better than Tumby's pies because they have big chunks of steak in it.
Yep, better than Middleton.
It's hard because
Middleton, sorry.
Middleton's. Oh, I think Middleton's were a little bit better because they had less chunks of meat and more gravy, minced gravy, but it's still a darn good pie.
Okay.
I highly rate it.
Highly rated?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
It's in between, I reckon.
So what makes a perfect pie?
Middleton. You have like a mince with gravy in it and chunks of meat through it, but not like totally chunks of meat, because if you have too many chunks of meat it dries it up a bit.
Alright.
So you need a few chunks through it, not heaps of chunks through it.
And not chewy chunks?
Nice chunks, soft, melt in your mouth chunks. And the pastry's got to be like this. This is perfect pastry.
Is it firm?
Yeah, it's a crunchy pastry. It's nice. I think it's a short pastry. I'm not sure.
And that's a pepper pie?
It's a pepper pie. So I
Alright.
rate everything on.
Alright.
Thank you.
Awesome. Nick's pepper pie
Review.
Alright, so with that said and done, we actually rate this bakery as really high. I just had an egg, lettuce and jalapeno sandwich and it was beautiful. Coffee's really good. Nick reckons that this is the best pepper pie he's had on the Eyre. So yeah, that's a thumbs up from us, Cummins Bakery. We're heading over to Coffin Bay now. We've had an awesome time at Tumby Bay and yeah, we've just spent a little bit of time at Cummins and now we're goings. Hey Brillo,
Yep.
where are we going?
Coffin Bay.
On our way home?
Yeah.
Long way? What's up ahead?
Oh, the shoe tree.
Everybody loves a good shoe tree, right?
Oh yeah. This will be our second shoe tree.
Where was the first shoe tree?
Where was it? Oh, it was near. Come on. I know this. Where we stopped in that Landbarker Reserve, that point. That place. Yeah,
Point Turn?
Yep.
Point
Just outside of Point Turn, there's a shoe tree.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Alright, well we'll stop at the shoe tree in a minute, eh?
Are we stopping?
Yeah, I think so. I think we should stop and add some thongs. We've got more than enough shoes. Here's a travel tip. If you think that you need 12 pairs of shoes between you, you
true.
don't. You don't. My husband has a shoe fetish.
Yeah, shoe for every type of situation.
So I'm going to tack a couple of thongs to the, well not tack, I'm going to cable tie a couple of thongs to the shoe tree. We just passed the shoe tree. It was the lamest tree you've ever seen.
Pretty bad. Had like 2 shoes on it.
2 shoes hanging off it. We would have gone back Coffin Bay Marina. There's actually a slippery dip over there for the kids to slide down in the water, just on the other side of that marina. We're going to do the oyster walk now and see where it leads us. It looks like great fun. There's some nice little play area, a nice Brillo. Look at these pepper trees, they're like a lime green. Smells awesome, doesn't it, that flower? Sweet like honey. Yeah, probably just goes the boardwalk around the rest of the point. The oyster walk's this way. There we go. Beautiful walkway. Yeah, so we just did the oyster walk and now we've walked back the other way along the esplanade, and there's the Peckish Pelican and some murals over there. We're going to go on an oyster tour.
Daddy's going to go and eat oysters.
I'm going to eat oysters.
Lots of oysters.
Yeah, Nick's just going to...
It's like eating a booger. Imagine the first guy that said, I wonder what this piece of booger will taste like. And he ate it. That's my idiot. Don't get it. Whatever.
I love oysters. He's not so keen.
I'll eat them.
Do you like oysters? So we're at the Oyster Farmers Tours. Here's Brillo, and we've met these beautiful people. Hello. Francisca and Fabian. So we're about to go and see how oysters are actually grown, farmed, shucked and eaten. Hey, we're actually here at a pig farm just near Wangari. They actually sell bacon, fresh from the shop. They've got antiques and collectibles, and this cute little girl down here. Yeah, that's not Nick, the cute little girl. Oh, it's a dude. Oh, two dudes. Yeah, so we're just going to go in and see what they've got going on here. Oh, it's full of antiques and books.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Cool. Wow, you think you've lost your marbles. They've found theirs. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Check out the old sandwich toaster. How cool is that? And it's made of metal. Yeah. That's great. What'd you get, Brills?
Bacon!
So we've just come down Peninsula dirt track and we're actually right across the bay from where we were this morning. Our caravan park is just over there and that's HQ. We're just over there is where we did, just in there, is where we did the oyster tour this morning.
size.
These are apostle birds. It's usually they hang out in little groups. Yeah, we see them all over Western New South Wales. The first lot we've seen down here. This is the Peninsula Road, and it brings you out to the Fisherman's Ledge. You can't really see much through there, but the water's right now. The road's a bit gnarly. Definitely let your tyres down if you come in and you've got the time to do that. It's not a really long road, but you can also take this road out from where the pork and bacon place is. So, you know, it's kind of like a nice little afternoon adventure to, if you're a bacon eater, to come and grab some bacon, have a coffee, have a look at the antiques and whatnot, and then come down to Fisherman's Ledge, maybe throw a line in. It definitely looks like a great little fishing spot. Heaps of pippies around, so you may not need to worry about bait. You may even just want to throw in a lure. Yeah, so we're just heading back now to somewhere else. We're not sure where we're going. How awesome is this? That's Golden Island out there. And you can see like the reef formation across to it. So it would have once been connected to this land before it broke away. It became an island of its own. There's a shark down there in the water. Swimming up the beach. I think it's called a two-man shark. Just behind Brillos, there's some dolphins. Looks like the tide's coming in. Bloop, bloop. Casually strolling across the road. Bloop, bloop. One by one. Where are we, Brillo?
Lookout.
Which lookout?
Not sure. Templetonia lookout.
Templetonia, look at where at?
Coffin. Near Point Avoid. Hang on. Avoid Bay.
Avoid Bay. Where?
Coffin Bay.
National Park?
Coffin Bay National Park.
Hey Brillo,
Yes, Daniel.
what's the difference between a jetty and a pier?
That's a very good question. I think a jetty is a place where people can go fish and have fun off and jump off and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas a pier is more, I think, for boats, moorings, and that type of usage.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think a pier's more directed towards boats and a jetty is more directed towards people. If we're not right, we'll put the comments below. Hey, like and subscribe, alright? Cheers.